Crews responded to an early morning fire in San Anselmo. A business was damaged and a nearby hillside was blackened, but the homes above were okay. As John Ramos tells us, both firefighters and homeowners played a part in keeping the fire contained.
It wasn't the biggest fire in the world, but in some ways it may be a sign that Marin County's efforts to prevent catastrophic wildfire is having some quiet success. At 5:15 a.m., first responders were called to the blaze burning in the pre-dawn darkness.
Crews arrived to find a working commercial fire at the back of the building, as well as about a quarter acre of vegetation on fire, threatening multiple homes above it.
By morning light, the fire was out, confined to the original business, a machine shop on 4th Street, and a quarter acre of blackened eucalyptus trees. But in many ways, this is what victory in the fight against wildfire disasters looks like. It started with telephone nixle alerts sent out to neighbors like Nancy Coster.
I don't think I was scared because I opened the door and I couldn't see anything. But I was more like, okay, maybe I actually better get going, you know? So I was in my head going through like what I want to grab and take, you know?
Then police cruised the street directly above the fire, blasting the high-low siren that has come to mean immediate evacuation. Brianna Scola lives there, but said her dog alerted her even before that.
Oh, she's my hero. She was barking like crazy.
But despite having talked about evacuation with her husband, who is a firefighter, when the time came to leave, she says her mind just went blank.
Sometimes I think you think about people and you go, why did it take them so long to get out? Like, you know, and it's a panic mode. You don't really know until you're in that situation that how scary it can be and how much you don't think. Yeah. Like your mind just goes.
Brianna says she learned her lesson about preparing a go bag for quick exits. But she and her neighbors may be the reason there was no catastrophe. They had all cleared their properties of excess vegetation, giving firefighters a chance to knock down the fire before it could roar up the hillside into their homes.
This was a huge success because we had notifications that went out immediately to the community. We had the community members who had provided defensible space around their homes, which allowed us to protect their homes and effectively put the fire out. So it really seems to me that this was an example of all those different things coming together for a successful story where we didn't lose any more homes.
For all the work and the millions of dollars that Marin County has put into wildfire prevention, this is what success looks like. A fire that could have been a disaster, but wasn't. And while that may not seem very exciting, they still have their homes and maybe their lives to show for it.
Investigators are still trying to determine the cause of the fire. They say it appears to have started at the machine shop, but so far it's not clear if it started inside or outside of the business.